In the first video, we calculated the circumference using the formula 2 pi r. Now there is a variant of this. If I move the pi to the front, so I've got circumference equals pi times 2r. I wonder if you remember that the diameter, which is the distance from one point on the circumference through the centre to the other point, is equal to 2 lots of the radius. So I can do then is write that formula, circumference equals pi d. It gives us exactly the same answer. Now, what we're going to do here, I'm going to change this around. So I'm going to write pi d equals c. And I want to get d on its own, so I'm going to have to divide by pi. So d then equals circumference divided by pi. That is the formula that allows us to work out the diameter and the radius from the circumference. Here's our first example. We're told that the circle has a circumference of 314 centimetres, and what we want to do is to work out the diameter. So the formula we're going to use is diameter is found by dividing the circumference by pi. 314 divided by pi, and if you put that into your calculator, you'll find that the diameter of the circle is 100 centimetres. We can take this calculation just a little bit further, and we can state that the radius of the circle is 50 centimetres. Example 2, something similar. So we know that the circumference is 20 metres and we want to find the radius. Well, the formula that we're going to use is diameter equals circumference divided by pi. So 20 over pi gives us, that's the calculator problem, 20 divided by pi, 6.37. And we have to divide that by 2 to get the radius. And that gives us 3.18. Nice and simple. Now this is an example with a difference. What we've got here is a semicircle, a half of a circle, and we're told that this curved length is 100 centimetres. Now, how do we work out the radius if we know that this distance is 100 centimetres? Well, what we might do is say if this distance from here, from this point here to this point here, is 100 centimetres, what would it be if we had a full circle? If we drew in the full circle, then the 100 centimetres would become 200 centimetres, because 100 centimetres is half of the circumference. So what happens then, now that we've got the circumference of the full circle, remember the formula, simple formula, diameter is found by dividing the circumference by pi. So it's 200 divided by pi, and that gives us 63.66 centimetres, and I can divide that by 2 to get the radius, and that's 31.83 centimetres. So the textbook exercise 5.2, page 49, and questions 3 onwards, as much as you can get done.